We're back, another world record, another attempt at the titanium white octane. I don't know how, but the majority of people watching this video right now, whatever view count you see on this video, most of those viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you aren't subscribed, please do just sub down below to join the Pixel Army, as we're well on the way to 900,000 subscribers. Please also feel free to use code Pixel Army in the item shop. I've seen a few people tweet me saying they're using code pickapixel. That's weirdly not my code. Someone is making money off my name. But this trade-up video, as it is the biggest one I've done, it's a world record, it is hence the most expensive trade-up video I've had to make. So this really does help me out and make it possible. I suppose we're just going to get started because there's a lot of items here to work with. Like I said, it's the biggest one ever done. It took me ages just to even trade for these items. Trading them up is going to take a while, so let's just get right into it. Please do drop a like. I always forget to ask that. I also asked you guys on Twitter to drop me a question for me to answer in this video whilst I did trade-ups, and a couple of them actually mentioned, oh! My days, painted octane, second trade up in, we got an orange octane. It's, to be fair, when I got the white octane, that was my fourth trade up of the video. Anything can happen in these videos. It's always exciting. I am going to be trading all the way up to black markets because I've been taking a little bit of a break from the exotic to black market trade up series. I am going to bring that back with a special little twist because I have been thinking, you know, recently about the ways I can further progress my videos, because I've been making Rocket League videos for nearly 5... Oh, burnt sienna. So close. We've had a painted octane and a painted standard already, and it's just not, it's been two of the worst colors, really. What? 7 trade-ups, and we've had 2 octanes. Yo, we're on for a madness. We're on for an absolute madness right now. But anyway, oh my god, I can't handle it. Again, I've accepted the fact that it was sort of like a glitch in the system last year where you could get painted import dominuses. Now I don't think you can, so it is what it is. But as I said, mate, I keep going to talk, and then the trade-up luck just absolutely crushes it. Fennec, that's one of the best things you can get. Other than some painted octanes and a black standard, I think the Fennec is the most valuable trade-up you can get from this series, which you absolutely love to see. But as I said, I've been making Rocket League videos for the best part of 5 years now. So throughout time, the ideas and series have always sort of expanded, grown, adapted, changed. Some of them have been left by the wayside. I still get people saying these days, you know, rest in peace to the PS4 players who can't enter any giveaways. The PS4 players have already, I was going to say milked me dry, but that sounds horrible. They've already got all my PS4 items. Because back in the day, when I was on PS4, I did PS4 only giveaways, and all my inventory pretty much went to the PS4 populace. So it's just, I give away a lot of stuff all the time, and if you just happen to be able to get involved, then more power to you. Because even if I could open up my giveaways to every player on the planet, no matter what console, chances are you aren't going to win a giveaway. Even though I'm doing tons and tons of giveaways lately. You might still win one, but chances are you won't. One of the questions asked to me was actually, when are you going to do the airstrike giveaway winner? And I've already done that. It baffles me how... Oh! Titanium white hot shot. Okay, it's not bad. The luck's been pretty good, all things considered. We've got 5 dot matrix traders for the Dominus here. But I've already done the titanium white airstrike giveaway winner, and I tweeted out the video of me giving the winner, oh my days, their titanium white airstrike. And that was a giveaway on Twitter, which you can go and follow me at pickapixelyt. And the winner was announced on Twitter. I don't know how people always ask me about certain things when they could easily, first of all, search up if it's actually been done. Like, it's not difficult to search up what you're looking for before actually asking me. But basically, over the years, my video series have changed, they've adapted, we've improvised, we've overcame, and I'm starting to think I need to do that with these kind of series, because this very rare drop trade-up series in particular was similar in the sense to the Hunt for Dueling Dragons crate series a couple of years ago, where there was a clear challenge in Rocket League, back then being getting Dueling Dragons in a crate, and now getting a Titanium White Octane in a trade-up. There's a clear story arc to this series that's more or less come to an end. Pretty much when we reached the 1,000 very rare drop trade-up mark a few weeks ago, and that was obviously a crazy number to reach, and then we got the White Octane very soon after that. That pretty much meant we've done all that we set out to do in this series. And the same with the exotic to black market trade-ups. We got like 5 dueling dragons and back-to-back dueling dragons in one trade-up video. And since then, you'll see that I've done less and less to no recently black market trade-up videos. And I'm thinking this might be my last... forest green. My last very rare drop trade-up video of this kind, because we've more or less completed it. We've gone to a new high every single episode with the amount of trade-ups that we're doing. And even in the last very rare drop trade-up episode where we didn't get white octane, we got a black standard in the very rare trade-ups. And in the very few black market trade-ups we did, I got 2 dueling dragons and a mainframe. So we've pretty much, as far as the series goes, reached the tether when it comes to the trade-ups. So I suppose if you do have any idea as to where you want this to go, how perhaps you would want to see this series adapted, because it's definitely something I would like to keep in somehow, then please by all means do let me know down in the comments, because I've always done that. I've always adapted series or ended them. You know, we had the crate roulette series, which I could definitely bring back. I think that was a very, very cool video series. We did 10 episodes of that back in 2017. I thought that was a really cool thing. I could do trade up roulette. If you don't know what that is, get to know. We've done blind trading. We still do blind trading with fans, but again, even that, I do it less often than I used to do. So it's all about, you know, taking ideas that you've got and kind of adapting them, changing them. I've already got an idea, a really, really cool idea in my opinion, for me and for you guys, to change the black market trade-up series. But I don't think I could change the very rare trade-up series the same way, because of the pool of items you can get and how unlikely it is you can get something. So if you have any ideas, please do let me know down in the comments. Rest assured, I will think of something. I'm already coming up with new stuff, like I said, for other trade-up videos, but I just wanted to get that out there. If there's anything you specifically would want to see me do with this very rare drop trade-up series, then by all means let me know, and I will definitely consider your idea. But don't get me wrong, I'm not short for ideas in Rocket League. It's not that difficult to take an idea, put a twist on it, get someone else involved. If you set a goal, then you're pretty much good to go. Like, it could be as simple as like road to titanium white car in Rocket League, you know, trying to get every car in titanium white. And we would have already made some pretty hefty progress in this episode with the white Roadhog and the white hotshot. Yeah, it was a hotshot and then a grey paladin. So it could be something as simple as that. Obviously, there are certain series that sort of rewrite themselves. The tournament series, you've got new tournament titles to go for each series, each season. You've got new accolade series items to go for each season. So whilst just now we're getting to the point where the tournament series is getting a little bit same old, I'm still, on the one hand, going for the titanium white Hades bomb, or just a white black market in general. And on the other, the new Accolade Series 3 is coming up in Season 3 of Rocket League. So some series update themselves along with the game, and other series, they take a little bit of tinkering, that sort of thing. So, you know, like I said, any ideas, let me know. And speaking of new series, a lot of people commented, I say a lot of people, a few people, a vast percentage compared to other questions of people commented about Rumble. Because if you don't know, I'm not necessarily a Rumble main, but I've been playing Rumble since it came out, and it's one of my best, well, it's my best extra mode by far. I'm very knowledgeable of the power-ups. I've been in the top 100 for this entire season, and not even everyone in the top 100 at the time of recording is SSL, so it's less likely to be SSL than it is to be top 100 in Rumble, and that's how I got my Supersonic Legend rewards. And a few people asked why I don't post Rumble gameplay on YouTube or anything like that, and that is something I could do for Season 3, because getting SSL in Rumble was doable, and I managed it, but it wasn't easy, and it's definitely something I think could make for a unique and interesting gameplay series, because the level of gameplay is very high in a different way. It's not as mechanically based, but a lot of people who say that Rumble is all luck aren't people that play Rumble a lot, because the way I say it, there are certain elements that are decided by RNG, but the better team will win in Rumble 9 out of 10 times, just like they would in Ranked. And I always say it's that when the two teams are evenly matched, that is when the power-up shift, you know, the power-up balance comes into play. So if you're so evenly matched, same way in tournaments, if you're so evenly matched, they have to do a tiebreaker based on shots on goal. In Rumble, that's when power-ups come in, to the point where you're so evenly matched that one power-up in a round can be the difference. That's the only time the power-ups come into play, when the teams are equally balanced or play equally as well. If there's a team playing better than the other, on the whole, like I said, 9 times out of 10, like in normal ranked as well, if you're a better team, you're going to win the game. And that's why it's the same people every season that get to the top 100, the top ranks, all of that, because they know how to play the game. So I could potentially do a road to SSL series, like a realistic series, because I don't think there's any content creators actually doing high ranked Rumble. I mean, there might be some Rumble videos, some funny moments Rumble videos out there, but as far as genuine high level Rumble plays, I don't know if there'll be any on YouTube. And part of me doesn't do it because I know the entire series would be me having to deal with people in the comments saying, you're literally not good at the game, you're only playing Rumble, you're only SSL and Rumble. And part of me there is just like, why don't you do it then? If it's so easy to get SSL and Rumble and get SSL rewards, why don't you do it? Why don't I play you in matchmaking? Why don't I see you get to SSL if it's that easy? So I could do it, but I know that, oh, pink Octane, 3 Octanes in a video. We are smashing it right now. I know there's a lot of people that like to clown on me for being a Rumble guy, but to be honest, I've always been fascinated by the mechanics of Rumble. I've always been fascinated by the fact that knowing how to use the power-ups gives you an edge over people that might be mechanically more gifted. But that's exactly the same in regular ranked. My game sense puts me in a better position than people who have better mechanics than me. Those freestylers that are stuck in Platinum, they have better mechanics than me, but they can't beat me in a game because my game sense and positioning puts me at an advantage to begin with. So their mechanics closes that gap that the advantage gives me, but it doesn't close it to the point where they can beat me. So they might aerial faster than me to the ball, but if I'm in a position where I'm closer to hit the ball because I'm already 2 steps ahead of them, I'm gonna beat them even if they're better than me at the game. So that's another conversation to be had. Mechanics over game sense. It's definitely what allows me to be at a higher rank than most people in Rocket League, because my mechanics are better than average. I think it's easy with a lot of people consuming pro content and high-level gameplay content. It's easy to have a distorted perception of the reality of skill in Rocket League. The actual distribution, the majority of players at one rank is Gold 3 to Platinum 1, and I'm far better than Gold 3 and Platinum 1. So whilst a lot of people say I'm bad at the game, I'm actually kind of not. So I don't know. I'd love to bring an actual sweaty gameplay series, but because it's Rumble and it's high level, it has that unique selling point. It's just whether or not people would be interested to see what I've got to say, what kind of plays I've got to make. You never know. So that's also something I have considered. So thank you to everyone that asked me regarding Rumble. Let's see what other questions we have here. We have 43 questions, so I'm not going to get them all, but it is what it is. Does it ever... Okay, it's not worded correctly. Basically, someone said, have you ever been recognized on the street and asked for a picture? So this obviously doesn't really happen recently. It hasn't happened in a long time because whenever I am out, I'm wearing a mask. So oh, it's a lime standard. The paint on the stand is always so long. But I'm always wearing a mask, and that's not to say if I took my mask off, I'd be absolutely swarmed, but I haven't been recognized in a while, but it has happened in the past. You know, the time I mostly got recognized was in 2017, I would say 2017, 2018. Obviously, the time I got recognized the most was in 2018 when I went to London for RLCS, because there I was going to a place where I don't want to say the majority of people knew who I was, but you know, let's say you're a popular YouTuber. If you go out in public, maybe 5% of people know who you were. But in RLCS, I reckon at least 40, 30 maybe % of people like knew who I was. They knew about me, and like I'd see people look at me across the arena. I'd be walking down the hallway and people would be like, yo, it's Pixel, and like they wouldn't necessarily come up and say hi to me, but they knew who I was, and that was a very, very surreal experience. But the thing is, and I will tell you this, the difference between that LAN and the next LAN is this time round, wherever the next LAN is, I pray it's not randomly in like Australia. If it's in America, it's gonna be tough, but I really want to make the commitment to go to the next LAN event, because the difference is I'm vastly more involved in the Rocket League community now than I was back then. You know, back then in 2018, I had about 300,000 subscribers, so people knew who I was, but I didn't have tons of friends in the Rocket League community in terms of other content creators or anything like that. Whereas this time round now, I could go to the LAN and there will be so many people that I know. And I truly believe that Twitch has massively helped with that. YouTube compared to Twitch is almost like a standalone thing. You do collabs here and there. I've done videos with Athena, with John, with Rizzo, all that good stuff. Mertzy, of course. I was on Seabell's channel. You do those one-off videos here and there. I was on Widow's channel in her interview. But on Twitch, you interact with, in real time, the Rocket League community on the daily. And there are so many people from Twitch that I would just love to meet at the next Rocket League LAN. So I don't know when it's going to be. I have no insider information on that. But I really want to make the commitment to go to the next LAN because I actually think I would have the best time ever. I genuinely have zero concerns that say I went by myself, I'd have no concerns that I'd turn up and be an absolute loner because I know someone that I know or that I would meet there that I knew from the internet would sort of, they'd be down to chill with me, hang out, maybe watch it together. There'd be people that would, see me on my ones and be like, yo, Pixel, come over here. At least I like to think so. And I want to meet people, man. At the time of recording, it's the year anniversary of the UK lockdown, which is absolutely unreal. An entire year. I remember back then at the start of that lockdown saying, look at China. They've been in lockdown for 8 weeks. How on earth have they done that? We've been in lockdown for a whole damn year. So I just want to get out. I want to meet people. I want to have fun and all that good stuff. And I definitely think the next LAN is going to be when I do that because that first LAN will hit different than any other LAN. So I wouldn't want to see that it's in America, for example, and then be like, oh, I'll wait till it comes to the UK because that first LAN back is going to hit different and I don't want to miss it. So that's definitely my goal. I do want to go to LAN. Let's do the first black market trade up of the video in case you hadn't seen. We're preparing for that. Oh my gosh. It's a labyrinth. Okay, we'll move on. Someone asked if I've ever thought of doing a blind trading video for console players. I mean, I've done it before, like I said, with PS4, but it's not a matter of, me choosing not to do blind trading with console players. I don't hate console players. It literally is just logistics. I can only do blind trading with who Rocket League allows me to do blind trading with. How do I get more known as a smaller streamer? I really want to get into streaming, but I have no motivation. I would say, to be fair, initially, motivation is fleeting, it's temporary. So if at the very beginning you have zero motivation, I would question those motives because there aren't any there. And surely if you really want to get into it, it's got to be at the beginning just for the enjoyment of it. Because if you want to get into streaming and the only thing that motivates you is the prospect of having hundreds of viewers, then maybe it's not that you want to do. Maybe it's like you want to be famous as a streamer. You don't necessarily want to enjoy the process because I can't remember who said it, but it's about how, I think it might have been Jordan Peterson, to be fair. It's about how, humans are only happy and satisfied when they're trying to attain something. And once they reach that goal, they need another goal to work towards and enjoy the journey. Otherwise, they're just dissatisfied. If you set yourself a goal, you're like, I want to do this. That one day, that one moment where you achieve that goal, you do feel on top of the world. But next week, next month, when you've already reached that goal, what do you have? It's a Fennec. That's what you have. You have to keep working and attaining that goal. If I get to 1 million subscribers, that will be one of the greatest days of my life, guaranteed, because I've been working at that for over a decade, right? I mean, realistically, I've only been working at it for about 4 years because initially my first YouTube goal was 100,000 subscribers, which I was working at for the longest time. But once I reach that, if I decide, right, mission accomplished, I'll enjoy that day, I'll enjoy that week, I'll enjoy that month. I'll be like, hey, that's me. I've got 1 million subscribers. The gold play button will arrive and that will be equally a very awesome day. But once the dust settles, I'll need something else. And luckily, I'll have YouTube still. Just because you have 1 million subscribers doesn't mean you then stop making videos. I'll still have videos to make. I'll still have series I want to do. I'll maybe branch out to other things. I'll do, Twitch streams. I've got that as a goal to aspire towards, being a good, entertaining streamer. If I reached 1 million and had no goals, I would feel empty. Although I've literally just achieved my dream, I wouldn't feel satisfied. So you have to enjoy the process, that's what I'm saying. A long-winded way of saying you've got to enjoy the process, because if you only want the end goal, you will only ever be satisfied that one time you reach the end goal. And not only that, the chances of you reaching that end goal will be much, much lower because you're not enjoying the process of getting there, and that would make you quit. And when you quit, I mean, that's a recipe for failure, because if you quit, it doesn't happen. And I do just want to get this out of the way. Obviously, it's very unlikely that you become a YouTuber or a streamer. And I feel very privileged to say that as someone who is a YouTuber or a streamer. And you might think, oh, it's easy for you to say, it's easy for you to talk about how easy it is to be a streamer, a YouTuber, whatever, because you've done it. But what people don't say, whilst on the whole it's unlikely you become a YouTuber or a streamer, this number is somewhat fabricated, I'm sure, but they say obviously the longer you do it, the more your chances are of success. If you do it for 5 years, your chances of success become like 80%. Let's say it's 10 years of doing YouTube. Your chance of success, if it's 80% and it's something you want to do, that's as good as guaranteed. Do you not think? If you have an 80% chance success rate and it's something you really want to do, that's pretty much nailed on to happen. And that's always the mindset I took into doing YouTube. It was never a matter of if I became a YouTuber, it was always a matter of when and what way I took to get there. I tried vlogging, it didn't work out. I tried gaming over and over and over again, it didn't work out. And then I did my one thing that did work out because I threw so many darts at the dartboard. That's the thing. If you wear a blindfold and you have darts and there's a dartboard in front of you, right? And you take a dart and throw one at the board. And let's say it's a YouTube channel. Even if you only throw one dart a week with a blindfold, you are eventually going to hit a bullseye. Because, unless you're not trying, if you just, you're not going to hit that bullseye. But if you, in your head, you know where the bullseye is. You know what you need to do. It's just unlikely. You put the blindfold on, you're going to hit the bullseye eventually. You just have to keep trying. And the more you try, the better your chances get. So again, this turns into a motivational talk about streaming. If you want to be a streamer and you do it and you enjoy it, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it will happen. So there you go. These trader videos have really turned into therapy for me, doing Q&As, and I do always incorporate the Q&As and everything because there's less to talk about in terms of what's going on the screen. This is actually, it's becoming, which is why this series, I would say, is coming to an end. What's happening on the screen is becoming more supplementary. It's becoming more of an addition to what I'm talking about, rather than the other way around. When I first started, I'd talk, and you could choose to tune me out if you want, just zone in on the video and ignore this bottom right corner. But now I like to think that these videos are becoming more about what we're talking about, and then if something cool happens in the background, like getting a few painted octanes like we did in this video, or getting a dueling dragons, you never know, then that's cool. So yeah, I hope you are enjoying these little chats. I know a lot of you got a lot out of the last video I did. A lot of you actually tweeted me your videos for me to look at regarding, trying to start a YouTube channel and everything like that, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm glad you guys are also getting something from these videos, as well as myself, because I like doing very rare trade-ups, but if I had to talk about what I was seeing on the screen for the whole time and that only, it would be very, very difficult to do, because for the most part, thanks to the drop rate of these items, there's not a whole ton to talk about anymore. I'm not gonna lie. But we move! I'll see you when we get to the black market trade-ups, however many that'll be, probably around 10 or something like that. I have another quest, the quest to 24 unpainted Fenix, so I can just flex it on the trade window. And there we go. I think we have 9 exotic to black market trade-ups to do exactly. Hopefully we've done the maths correctly. 9 black market trade-ups. There should be maybe 1 S tier. Okay, singularity, not an S tier, but it is an S. Maybe 1 S tier in these trade-ups. Let's go for a superstition. The nose trade-up, the dynamos. I'll check after this if we've got any crimson lobos kicking about. Bang! Oh, slipstream. It's another S, but it's not an S tier. Do we have any lobos here? We don't, which means we're probably not going to get any black markets or anything. Oh, heat wave. I was going to say, not black markets. Heat wave. Drop it in the comments. Is this an S tier now? I really think it might be. That's not me trying to save the session, save the video. Heat wave is OG. It's valuable and it looks beautiful. And if Dissolver's S tier, I think, you know what, for my OG brothers and sisters, Heatwave, I think officially, with this party time, we're upgrading Heatwave to an S tier. You can have 3 items in an S tier with the massive pool of black markets you got. Fire God, you're just Heatwave 2.0. You don't have the nostalgia factor. You're staying at an A tier, my guy. But Heatwave, honorary, permanent S tier. Okay, let's do a no look. Wait, no, I need to look at my inventory before I do a no look. So most recent, black market, party time, and fireworks. Okay, all right, let's do it. Party time and fireworks in the archive. Dueling dragons! Boom! It's gonna be party time. Let's see. Okay, it is Voxel. Okay, nothing too terrible. Now we're going to try no reaction trade up. Been a long time. No reaction. We're going to move on. Very good. Very good. We have an A tier. Final trade up of the video. Bada bing, bada boom. Polypop. All right. Not too bad. I'm happy with that. We had an S tier. I don't care what you say. Heatwave is an absolute S tier now. Mainframe, still an A tier. Some very valuable painted versions, but as a general black market, we'll give it an A tier. Nevertheless, that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like on it. Subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel. You have been awesome. And I will see you in the next video very soon. I'm pretty sure it'll be a birthday video of some kind.
Flying in a missile, haters throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these beats, I hold my spot, so stop before it hits you, it's pick up.